Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. Looking at a knife I got at a antique mall, thrifting. And you know how I like them Fisherman, right? Well, I found this guy. Needs to be fixed, loved, and cleaned up. Let's check it out. So here it is here. Now, the reason I got this knife was, one, it was a Fisherman, and I wanted to add it to my collection. The other one is, it's a beast. It's a lot more bigger and more solid than my other ones, which I thought was unusual. It even came with a bail. See that? It's a Sabre out of Japan. And their scales are different. This one has those big, thick scales made out of, I don't know, plastic, I'm not sure. But it's a cool yellow. And it's really thick and it's got some weight to it. The blades, you can see they're nice solid blades. They're really thick, a lot thicker than the other ones. And, you know, it's in pretty good condition. It just needs to be cleaned up. There is only one problem with it that we're going to have to figure out. Now, the fishing tool, you know, it has the scale remover, the hook remover, the bottle opener, all the normal stuff. It's just the same as any other Fisherman. But, look, I can't get this to close all the way down. It seems, after looking at it and staring at it for a number of hours, that this is actually hitting the spring. And I looked in there and I don't see anything that, you know, maybe build up or something like that on it. And if that's the case, we're probably going to have to trim this down very slowly until we can get it to seat properly. Other than that, this should be a cool project. Let's have at it. So I have it in the knife bath using J.O.Avatures, and I'm going to let it sit there for an hour or three and hopefully soak up and loosen up all the bad stuff, and then we can give it a rub. Hold on a sec. I was about to get onto it. Yeah, mail call. See that? Package. This is from, Mr. J.O. Sound familiar? Yeah. I know him. Pretty sure you might as well. Let's see what's inside. Ha. Need a knife. Need a knife. Ha! BPS. This guy. Woot! Look at that blade. Awesome. Oh! Very sharp. I just remembered what this is all about. We have a note. George. Hope this night and packaging finds you well. It did. I'm really enjoying your channel and appreciate your leather work and knife cleaning projects. I enjoyed both of those hobbies as well. Yeah. Thank you for the maker's swap. That's what I'm talking about. He contacted me and he said, want to do a maker's swap? Let's make some slips and swap them. I said, oh, okay, cool. Then I remembered. His slips are really cool. He's going to lose on this one. I'm going to gain. I hope you enjoy your J.O. slip. I added the fish because I knew you also enjoy fishing. Ho. Please also accept the 3D printed clips by a viewer. Made them for him. Walter. Got to check that out. Just attach them to the keyring like a pocket dangler. And also I included a Victorinox Pocket Pal. Great model. Wishing you a full recovery from your recent health issues and a very blessed holiday season. Blessings, John. J.O Ventures. And if you're wondering who that is, that guy. Yep. J.O Ventures. I'll put a link below so you can go and see his channel. He makes some very nice leather work. So, let's see what's in the package. 3D printed pocket clips for sacks. See that? It's got a hole in it. You put it in your pocket and you put that little ring on your sack onto the ring there and stay secure in your pocket. Just pull it out. That's very cool. 3D, huh? Oh, okay. Here it is. Victorinox Pocket Pal. Antique store find. This is in really good condition. Check it out. See that? These are very cool knives. You know, they're very simple, nothing special on them, and they just got 2 blades. A big and a small guy. Forever. Look at this guy. And it is, you can see the tang stamp there. There's the info. Very cool. This is a nice little knife, right? I love these. I think I have a blue one. We're adding. Package with a sticker and a slip. All right, brace yourself, kiddos. This guy's leatherwork is something else. Look at this. And remember he said he put a fish on it? Is that not cool? Is that not cool? Look at that. I've got to learn how to do that. Maybe we'll try that. We'll use his slip as a test. Never a good thing. And you've got the leather. Look at that. This is good stuff, man. Really nice. Look at the stitching. Look at that. Very cool. Not only that, look at that. Is that not cool? Whoa. So clean. Neat. So we got another project. Maybe we'll do that while the knive's soaking. Huh? Right? Let's do that. And he sent me stickers. Oh, 2. J.O.'s sack pack. Ha! That's cool. Is that not a cool sticker? We're going to have to add that. Oh, we can put it there. It doesn't have to be next to his other one, right? Let's do that now. Woohoo! Another sticker on the wall of shame. Very cool, my friend. I love this. This is great. Look how nice that is. You can see the... Is that not cool? Now I've got to send him one that's worthy of this. We're going to have to think about that one. Let's do it while the knife soaks. I just wanted to show you what I was talking about. Here's the pal that John sent me. Here's the one I have. The difference is this one says Cub Scout on it. It's got that extra badge. But now I have 2. Love these. Very cool. Can barely feel them in your pocket. And then I wanted to show you those printed clips. You put them in your pocket, and then to pull it out, you can just... and put it back in. The other thing is it won't sit in the bottom of your pocket. It sits on the side of the pocket. Very cool. Okay, changing into my working clothes. Can't afford to mess up my clothes, so I use the same stuff because I'm a messy worker. So, we're going to make a slip for John. He gave me the dimensions of what he was thinking about putting in the slip. Basically, it's a case trapper. He said if you can come up with something around about that size, if it doesn't fit, no problem. He's got knives he can find. Now, he said it's a large trapper. Now, I don't think I have a trapper. I do have this from Rough Rider. It's from my Rough Rider collection. And it's a fairly big trapper. And I have this from Cutmaster. And looking at them, they're about the same, but I'm going to go with this as a judge for the size that I want. What am I going to do? Have no idea. And by the way, this Cutmaster, love this knife. I love this sheath. Slip, sorry. Perfect. Okay, this is what we're going to work with. Let me get this out of the way. I think that should be good enough. That'll give us plenty of room. He says, guessing. Now we have 2. We let them dry. Okay, we've got 2 colored pieces. This is the back, and it'll be the front. About 7 times the length of that. Speed is not my strong point. One down, one to go. The fishing knife. He's been soaking for a while, so I'm going to take it out, and we're just going to rub off all the excess that we can get. Clean out the well some, and then we'll go and wash it off in warm water, and then we're good to go. The usual story. Speaking of fishermen, yesterday Travis and I went out on the ice. Yeah, we went fishing yesterday. 4 to 7 inches of ice on the lake. So we walked out. We pulled a little sled out there with all our stuff we needed and fished for the morning. Here's some of it here while I wash this off. So here you can see the knife here. It needs some love. And there's a build-up on it. There's not a lot. It's in pretty good condition, but we're going to wipe it down. So here you can see it here, just with wiping it down, scraping out the insides, they cleaned out nice. I did look down in there to see where this was catching, and there's nothing in the way. It's actually clear all the way down. And I don't know if you can see it, but if I push it in, you watch it pop up here. See that? So it's hitting the spring. Nothing on the spring, so we're definitely going to have to trim down here. Let me go wash it off in some warm water, get all the icky stuff off, and then we'll have at it and get it all sharp and shiny. Okay, so here we are, washed it off, got all the goopy stuff off, and see it there. This cleaned up nicely so far. Not sure if I'm going to be able to fix this stuff. The stuff looks like it melted. So not sure if I can fix it. I might go over it with some really fine sandpaper by hand and see what happens. But I suspect we won't be able to get the burn out. So we can at least smooth it out, hopefully. So I'm just going very lightly over it with some 1000 foam back sandpaper and just very lightly going over. Now, might have to go to 2000 and then mothers on it, but let's see if we can get at least the rough pieces off. And you don't want to rub too fast because it might get too hot. It's smoothed out, but how much do I want to take off? You can see it now. It's not as bad as it was. Got rid of a lot of the divots that were sticking up. So I'm just going to go a little bit more and then try the other side. Okay, let's see where we are here. Well, it got rid of a lot of the dark, and I don't really want to take more off. Now let's see if we can get that a little bit less. I'm going to go over it again with 2000 to see if I can smooth it out even more. Oh, look, it went away. Huh. Well, that mark went away. See, it's gone. Maybe I should go a little deeper here and see if I can get rid of all of it. The marks, the dark stuff has gone away, which is a good thing. See that? Now let's clean up the tops here. And yes, I'm holding this, not the blade. That would be bad. I want to try and shine the inside of the well up a bit, and I've got some old 400 grit. I just fold it over a couple of times so that it's rubbing on the edges when you put it in there, and you just go back and forth, and hopefully it'll shine it up better than it was. Okay, so we've gone through and done a general cleanup. I used some 400 to clean, like the bell was in pretty bad shape. It cleaned up nicely. Just wiped all this down. Now I want to get the tool fixed, so we're going to need to grind away a little bit there, a little bit at a time, and test it every time, because you don't want it to go too deep, because then you won't be able to get to the nail neck. I think that's about as far as I want to go. I think I'm going to stop there. Let's clean everything up. Going to go over everything with 2000 grit, and then we're going to use mothers. And I think that'll do it. Then we just need to sharpen it. So there it is with 2000 grit. Big difference. They cleaned up very quickly. Very nice. Very nice. Like that. So here it is here now. And I went over with 1000 grit. Then 2000. I didn't need to go any rougher than that. There is a little pitting on the blade along the top. Along the spine here, not on the spine, but near the spine here, on both sides. It's an odd pitting. It's very fine, but it's there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe on this side, if I get the angle right. But I went over. You can see how nicely it cleans up. So that's 2000 grit. Now I'm going to go over it with some mothers. I'm going to do it by hand. I'm not going to use the Dremel. This is such a big knife. I think I can do it by hand and get a pretty good result. And also I want to use the mothers on here to see how it does. And if I use the Dremel, this is going to overheat. I'm going to do the blade and the tool first, and then we'll do the bolsters and all that good stuff on the outside. And it'll build up. You'll see the black build up as it polishes. So you can see it's fairly clean right now, but when I start to polish, this is going to turn black. And you don't even have to press hard with mothers. See what I mean? The shine is a lot smoother even than the 2000 grit, so that's why I like to use mothers. Works pretty well. Ideally, when you're done with doing the mothers, you want to get a microfiber cloth and just wipe it down. It'll take off all that excess from mothers. So here you can see the blade. Mothers does a really good job. That'll do. So there you are, campers. Finally got it done. It's getting a little late. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and I started at 7 this morning. I had some intermissions. I went to a birthday party, came back, but here we are. And let me just wipe this off, because I've now got my grubby prints all over it when I was sharpening it. And here is the knife now. Nice and shiny. Even got the scales to shine with mothers, which was nice, because after sanding it, it was a little dull. It wasn't quite shiny, but as soon as I put the mothers on, it shined it up nicely. And I like this knife. It's a solid knife. I'm very impressed. And then, of course, These blades are in here tight. I have oiled them. You can see there's oil marks there. And I've been working them back and forth, and they're coming a lot looser. This one as well is coming loose. Just got to work them a bit, and you can see they shined up very nice. Turned out very nice. Like I said, I like this knife, even the well, and of course your bolsters. And the boss has decided to join us. Been sleeping the whole day, but like I said, the tool actually into the wells is really tight. Can you see that? So it goes in there really tight. Now you can see I got it down, and to go back in, it doesn't press on the spring anymore, and they shined up nicely. The blade is really rough coming in and out. You can feel it on the bolster, but I think over time that'll wear down. There's really no snap to it because of that. But it goes in and it stays in, which is what you want. And then your tool, very nice. Really like this knife, and good addition to my Fisherman collection. And then of course, J.O Ventures. I got to thank John. This is a beautiful slip. Look at this thing. I love these. I wish I could do that. I haven't quite figured out how to do it. I'm learning. I'm trying things out. And you can see he has his logo with the flag on the back. Very nice. Very nice, neat stitching. Something that I got to learn to do. And if you look, the stitching's actually sunk in. So he puts a trough there. You can mark the leather and sew into it, and the stitching doesn't stick out. The advantage is that you're not going to rub on it and wear it away, dangler. Very plain, very straightforward, but so well done. And of course, the extras on it. If you haven't been to his channel, you want to go and watch him. Pretty good. His leatherwork's way above mine. And speaking of mine, now he told me what he wanted to use it for a bigger trapper case. I don't know if this is going to fit. I basically guessed. Now, I've never really done flat slips a lot. I always try and shape my slip. I'll make a flat back and shape the front, and you just put it in your pocket, and the flat side is against your leg. My stitching, for me, this is actually pretty good. I'm not that good. I need a lot more practice. I put one of those little thingies on it, pretty little pattern thing, and the hole, and yep, I tried my stamp. Now it came out, but it's not very clear. Now my stamp is really small, the writing's very small. I think it is more of a branding iron, I think, rather than a stamp. But I wanted to see if it would work, and you get the idea there, and that's on the back. So this will be on its way to John at J.O Ventures. I'll put a link to his channel below. It's really interesting, and he makes it look easy. John, one more thing for you. I'm going to send you this, and this was my idea of a sheath. Started off being the barrel, where I had it in like a barrel inside, and the knife slipped into the barrel. It was for my opinals, and then I thought, I wonder if I could square it up and use it for the regular knives. So I made one. I know you're not going to be a fan of the leather. You prefer the thicker leather, but I thought, you know what, see what you think. Now, I need a favor. Yeah, nothing's free, right? I'm going to send you this knife. Now, I really like the knife, the handle. It's a beautiful handle. And it happened to fit this sheath really well. The help I need is for you, if you can't figure it out, maybe your subs who watch, people viewing, will know. There is no tank stamp on it. And it's an unusual knife. I cleaned it up. I didn't tighten it or anything. I just cleaned it up, and polished it and whatever. I did sharpen it. That's always hit and miss for me. But it has a spay blade on it, and just this sheep's foot, which was really unusual. But like I said, there is no tang stamp. I can't see it. Maybe somebody who watches your channel can answer that question. I asked Mary, she had no idea. Right? So, look at that. Do you know what it is? Well, what do you do? So, John, there it is. I thank you, sir. This slip is really nice. I think I'm going to use it for one of my cut masters that I have. It fits in there perfect. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. This is on the way. Hopefully this works for you. So there you are. You all be safe out there, especially when you got cats around. She knocks things over. She smells everything. She stands on knife blades. It's traumatic, and she's the safety manager. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure we'll be back again. Got a lot of projects on the works. Next week, I go down south to California, San Diego, visit my family. Gonna spend a week down there. I will try and get ahead on my videos. I'm never really successful at that. I'll try and put some shorts together and maybe a couple of videos I can get them if I have the time. I have a camping trip planned before I go there with the usual suspects. So there'll be that, and then San Diego for a week. Mary is comparing the two. She can't decide. She actually said to me, John's is better. Get to work, practice more. Typical boss. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.